So here's the sitch. You wake up, you wash your greasy face, and like every high school senior, you go to support your caffeine addiction.
You're no peasant. You go for the French press. One problem.
Your caffeine addiction doesn't let you drink your coffee unless it's at 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Not an issue. You're in advanced calculus this year.
So you need to find a way to keep your coffee at 130 degrees Fahrenheit for as long as possible.
So do you pour out all the coffee into the cup?
Or drink it little by little.
My hypothesis: pouring 150 milliliters or half of my total coffee into the cup and waiting for it to cool to 130 degrees Fahrenheit and adding the remaining 150 milliliters of coffee as it cools down will keep my whole coffee at 130 degrees Fahrenheit the longest. To test this, I made 20 cups of coffee. For science, of course. One thing to note is that I'm calling 130 degrees Fahrenheit anything between 129.5 to 130.4.
So for each test, I made sure the mug was at room temperature, made a full carafe of black French press coffee, and with an electronic scale, made sure to pour in the values on the leftmost column. For each test, when it reached the desired temperature, I would pour in whatever was remaining of the 300 milliliters, little by little, trying to stay as close to the desired temperature as possible. When it didn't stay between 129.5 and 130.4 degrees, I just subtracted the time it stayed there from the total amount stayed in the range. So here are the results.
So my prediction was wrong. Pouring in half, waiting for it to cool to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and then adding the remaining half only made it last about 6 minutes and 54 seconds. I don't know why, but 90 milliliters was the number.
As you can see, the test that gave my addiction the longest amount of happiness was pouring in 90 milliliters first into the coffee cup, waiting for it to cool to 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and then adding the remaining 210 milliliters. This allowed me to savor the coffee for 11 minutes and 12 seconds.
But after that 90 milliliter test, the time that it stayed at the desired temperature dropped off very quickly. I suppose that this could be the little coffee that I did pour in there cooled off very, very quickly, and the cup itself was room temperature. So I only poured in very small increments and it cooled down. Some disclaimers. This might not work for your Folgers coffee. It might not work for your mug. It might not work for your French press. It might not even work in your entire house. So now you seniors and future seniors, I don't know what you're going to do with this, but if you ever need 11 minutes of French press happiness, there it is.
Couple of couple of